Okay, so ICE is at it again. So apparently, we've talked about ICE before. We all know that ICE is using graphite to spy on people, to send them malicious messages that infect their phones and track everything they're doing. Well, apparently, with all the controversy with ICE in the news about them shooting innocent civilians, shooting people who are U.S. citizens, all that jazz, it's been uncovered that ICE has spent $5 million to acquire two more surveillance tools, Webloc and Tangles, from a company called Penlink. Now, what do these do? Webloc gathers the locations of millions of phones by gathering data from mobile data brokers and linking it together with other information about users. So, what this basically does is it takes all of the cell tower information of a given area and uses that to identify people and track them and track their movements afterward. What Tangles does is basically it surveils social medias and web scrapes different social media applications so that they can take that information and attach it to the data that they're getting from Webloc. With this, they're able to build dossiers on people and figure out who they are, identify if they are left wingers, if they are people who disagree with ICE or Trump's views, if they are who need to be arrested in the eyes of ICE, of course, or anything else. Tangles is able to link together a person's posting history, posts, and comments containing keywords, location history, tags, social graph, and photos with those of their friends or family. So, what this is, it's all public information. Nothing necessarily wrong with this. It's the aggregation of the information and the use of it to surveil citizens. Like we're harkening back to the age of Edward Snowden and the collection of information on everyday people. This is obviously offered up by the people, right? You're using social media, you know the consequences of doing so. But this type of surveillance is being abused by the federal government in order to find and target people. And we've all seen what's going on in the news related to ICE. They're going door to door. They're shooting people. They're gassing people in the face from point blank. It's a horror story, and it's kind of what we're looking at. And a lot of people are saying, well, a lot. They're. I agree with what they're doing. I agree with clearing out and getting rid of everyone who's illegal in the country. But what happens? Like, would you be happy? Those people who feel that way, would you be happy if Joe Biden was doing this? Would you be happy if Joe Biden had this kind of software and was using it to track people at MAGA rallies and track them home and find out everything about them, everything about their families, their dogs, their pets, everything? Like, is that what you want? Because that's what's going to happen when the next election comes around. Guess what? If Trump loses, if the Republican Party loses, guess who's in charge? The Democrats. Guess what they still have access to? They still have access to this crazy, horrible software that's going to be abused. Now, I'm not saying governments shouldn't use these tools, of course. Governments all around the world are using this. We're going more and more into a surveilled world. And it can be used for good. It can be used to prevent crime. But you need some type of governing body in place that's going to prevent the abuse that's already occurring, that we're already seeing happen. Trump's already said that we're going after, U.S. citizens. Are going after people who are here legally on permits, on work permits. So at the end of the day, do you want your entire personal life subject to criticism by the federal government? I think most people would say no in this situation. We already know that ICE is using graphite, which is a step down from Pegasus as far as I'm concerned. And then they're using Palantir, which we all know about Palantir. We're all aware of what Palantir is doing. And then they're also using these new tools, these Webloc and Tangles. And they're going to keep doing this, and the government's doing this. And if you don't think they're using it in every aspect of the federal government, you took the wrong pill when Morpheus offered it to you. That's all I'm saying. This stuff's crazy. And they're using AI to analyze this stuff. They use AI to monitor social media, and they use AI for facial recognition software. All those flock cameras coming up that everyone's talking about on the internet, guess what? Those are being used to watch you. It's not just going to be your local police department that has access to it. That's not how it works. They all share information. That's how ICE has so much information in the first place. Look at this. ICE has scanned the driver's license photos of 1 in 3 adults. ICE has access to the driver's license data of 3 in 4 adults. 75% of all Americans, they have access to their driver's license data. And where do you think they get it? From the government, from police departments, from things like that. ICE was tracking the movements of drivers in cities to their homes in 3 and 4 adults. 75% again. ICE is able to locate 3 out of 4 adults through their utility records, through your water bill, through your electric bill. ICE has built its surveillance dragnet by tapping data from private companies and state and local bureaucracies. Through state and local government information, through state and local police department information, through sheriff's offices, everyone is sharing your data. Everyone is sharing your data and building this surveillance engine in order to spy on you, the American people. And if you think it's just America, I mean, people across the globe know that it's not just America doing this. I mean, this has been a problem everywhere. I mean, we've talked about graphite being used in other countries. We'll make more videos and we'll talk about Pegasus and how it's been used in other countries. That shit's scary. And this is not good. I spent approximately $2.8 billion between 2008 and 2021 on new surveillance, data collection, and data sharing programs. That's your money. That's your tax money. $2.8 billion that they are using to collect data on you and to deport your neighbors and to shoot innocent people in the face and to hurt people and to tear gas dogs and to go door to door and knocking on people's doors, invading their privacy, breaking into people's houses, literally torturing people in concentration camps. It's scary. And it's across the board. Things have gotten worse under Trump. Things weren't good before. ICE as an organization has been prone to abuse from the beginning. Look, EFF even agrees with me. The entire surveillance industry has been allowed to grow and flourish under both Democratic and Republican regimes. President Obama dramatically expanded ICE from its more limited origins. Same thing. Edward Snowden. When did that happen? When did that program flourish? Under Obama. Now, did Obama do some good things? Yep. Sure did. But guess what? This surveillance state has been in place for a long time. Since 9/11, the surveillance state started, and it has only gotten so much worse. They know who you are. They know what you do. And if we're going to live in this world where we're constantly surveilled and they're trying to stop crime and shit, then why can't we have no more pedophiles? Why can't they go after the actual criminals? Why can't they go after the people who are hurting people online? Why can't they go after the people who deserve it? Why is there still crime? Either get rid of crime. You want us to be happy with this? Fine. Get rid of crime within reason, of course. Get rid of crime. Or give me a governing body that is not by the government, that is by the people, for the people, and can keep the government in check and not abusing these tools. Give me audits. But they know that it's being abused, like the flock cameras. Guess what happened whenever I don't remember what city it was, whenever they sued for public access to the records for the flock cameras. Guess what happened? They shut the program down. It was being abused. It's insane to me. I'm sorry about this rant. I just wanted to talk about these 2 new tools that apparently ICE is using. Probably been using for a long time. Probably been using all kinds of other things, all kinds of worse things. I don't know. What do you think? Do you want this? Do you want this surveillance state? Do you think the elimination of crime is worth the sacrifice of privacy? Do you think this is what it's supposed to look like? Do you think that this is a good idea? Do you think that the innocent U.S. citizen driving in her car deserved to be shot in the face and killed? How do you think we can fix this? How can we make it through this? As a country, as a people, as a civilization, how do we get through this? How do we solve this problem? I think I'll probably talk about AI next. I don't know. Let me know. Let me know what you think in the comments. I just want to hear your thoughts. I want to know that I'm not crazy, and maybe I'm the only person thinking about this, but I don't think I am. Catch you next time. It's been uncovered that ICE has spent $5 million. It's been uncovered that ICE has